Breaking news. The Parliament has announced 3 new acts. The Sugar Act, the Tea Act, and the Township Act.
These new taxes have caused a divide amongst the colonists. Some say it's needed for Parliament to recover from debt, while others feel these were implemented without the considerations of the colonies.
We bring in the expert Benjamin Franklin for more.
Welcome, Mr. Franklin. How are you this evening?
Hello, I'm doing well. I must say, however, that the Stamp Act is quite preposterous. These charlatans up in Parliament expect me to pay them extra to express myself through newspaper? How dare! I cannot pay for my syphilis medications while fighting for my freedom. The Township Act is also quite harsh upon my citizens. Well, they tax imported goods. This is folly-wally. How else will I get my ivory elephant tusks? Alongside the Stamp Act and Township Acts, they have also imposed upon us the Sugar Act. This is where I draw the line. They cannot take my news, they can take my tusks. However, once they mess with my tea, it is over. Hamilton, I must speak to the people. I'm not a big fan of the government.
Okay, we're going to stop you there, Mr. Franklin. We'll be right back after these messages with more developing news.
Are you tired of your family dying of dysentery? Is your property covered in your waste? Do people not want to come to your house due to the sheer stench? Well, we have a product for you. Introducing the Cummings Flushable Toilet. With Cummings Flushable Toilet, it's never been easier to get rid of your waste. All you have to do is unload your business and pull the lever.
Wow!
The Cummings Flushable Toilet patented technology, liquid flushing technology, unleashes a torrent of water to push it down a hole, making it vacate your property. Order now at your local post office for 7 pence.
What?
That's right, only 7 pence.
No way!
Flush away your waste, not your money. But Cummings Flushable Toilet may not vary in appearance, function, and quality.
A place of fellowship, a place of peace, a place of hub, trade, tea, and new ideas. Boston. Visit today.
We have a new development growing here. It seems that several individuals have dressed as local Indians and have held protests at Boston Harbor, throwing tea off the side of the ship's dock there. It is apparent that the time for action has come.
Well, that's a little much. I mean, now no one in Boston's going to have access to good tea.
Well, yeah, that is true. However, action was needed to show the British that we will not stand for this unjust, inequitable, and vile taxation.
I don't think you're comprehending the severity of the situation. If protests like these continue, it's going to lead to, if we're not careful, war, harder taxation, and worse, the removal of security against these violent protesters.
Don't be hysterical. These people are trying to show the values that we wish to implement in our government.
And what values would those be?
It seems you're not quite grasping the knowledge I wish to share. Allow me to bring an expert in on the matter, Mr. Thomas Paine.
Thank you for bringing me onto your network. I'm most honored. I would like to start with a question. A question for the people listening. Do you think that it is fair that the British Parliament, who is 3 months travel time away from us, is running our colonies? Is it fair that this small country across the Atlantic is controlling this massive land? I want you to think. Do they really uphold our values? Do they care for our wants and our needs? Do they care for the laws we wish to implement? Do they care for us? No, they do not. I say we need more autonomy from this government. We need to find it in ourselves, to spark ideas of revolution. It is common sense, people. I must write a book about this.
You see, this guy understands that we should be fighting for our fundamental rights, and that we as Americans will not stand for this obvious abuse of power and signs of tyranny.
I think that man's a little hot-headed. I mean, where'd you even find him?
It matters not. What matters is the message he is pushing.
Let's go to the weather after this break.
Hi, are you ugly, disgusting, revolting to the naked eye? Well, I can't help with that. However, I can help with your hairstyle. Well, I am introducing new Revolution powdered wigs. They are revolutionary for your revolution. They use new patented asbestos-free powder, so you don't get none of that sickness. And for a limited time, flash sale. Buy one, get one half off. So, you don't have to show up to a different gala wearing the same wig. Buy now at New York and 6th Avenue.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'd like to start with the large front moving in from the east. It appears to be a nice big cold front, you know? Also, from the left, we have a front of war. It appears British warships are coming to attack the colonies right now as we speak. Now, is this a good thing? No. But, is it happening? Yes. Now, it also seems to be the response of riots going on in places such as Boston, New York, all of that, as well as retaliation for the Boston Harbor, I'll suppose I'd say attacks for what it is. Truly a travesty. Love the motherland. Now, as we can see, they're going to come in and they're going to be moving in within the next week or so. So, if you're a legitimate Loyalist business, I would say, you know, lock up your shops, go find your family, and hide. And that's all for the weather. Thank you.
We're coming to you now with some shocking news. This might be sensitive, so children or anyone who doesn't need to be disturbed will have to leave the room.
There's been an unfortunate development in the Boston area. This story is developing and some facts may be untrue, but we have confirmed the report that shots have been fired in an alley that has been home to a congregation of multiple protesters who were voicing their opposition to British rule.
We're going to cut to our man on the ground, get a better look at the scene.
Thank you. I come to you now at the scene of the incident, where multiple shots have reportedly been fired. We're going now to a British soldier who is involved in the incident. Sir, what do you have to say about these occurring events?
Them damn Yanks. They threw a few of them Rocky Balboas at me. And like, they called themselves British. They kept throwing rocks at me all winter. So I had to pull out my rifle, pew pew a few of them, you know. They call themselves British, but then they go and do this. I don't believe it for a second, mate.
Thank you for your words, sir. Truly interesting. Let's hear the other side of the story and go to a victim of this horrible incident. Sir, what do you have to say about this current event? Wise words from poor souls just caught in the crossfire. And with that, that's the end of this interview. Back to you guys at the studio.
They probably deserved it. Anyway, thank you, Brewer, for the...
How dare you say that about true Americans? The British will pay for their crime.
All right. 3, 2, 1, action.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start with the large front moving in from the west, and it appears to be a warm inside.
In the Townshend Act.
Exist?
Yes.
Dang it, Christian. Oh. Thank you. I come to you now at the scene of the incident. Gosh, I'm smiling. I should be smiling.
You see, this guy understands what...
Cut. 1, 2, 3, vamos!
Oh, that's me.